Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be doing this look that you're looking at right now. This is going to be something that's kind of a little bit of a twist on what I normally wear every day, minus the fact that I have added on some blue liner to this just to give it a little bit more contrast. Normally I would probably go with black. This is very close to what I wear on a daily basis with just a little bit of a twist with an added cool tone for a little pop of color. So if you guys enjoy the way this looks and you're interested to find out how I did this, then please keep on watching. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've already put my foundation on, I've already done my eyebrows and all that so that I can get right into doing the eye look, as that's the main focus of this video. So what I'm going to start out with doing is I am going to prep my eyes with a MAC Painterly paint pot. I find this works best for holding on to my shadows. I also did just recently wax my eyebrows, and so there's a little bit of redness underneath them, and this will help even all of that right out. I'm going to apply this with a Sonia Kashuk number 110 brush. Looks like this, and it's basically just a concealer brush. And I'm going to apply this all over my lids. I'm going to blend out any kind of really apparent lines with just my ring finger. And I brought that all the way up to the brow bone just so that I've got a completely even canvas to work with. Okay, so I've basically got this everywhere I want it. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to my transition colors. So what I'm probably going to do and start off with is I am going to be using kind of a lot of the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I recently purchased quite a few of them, and I really like them a lot. The price is very affordable. So the first shadow I'm going to start off with is Latte, and that's just a really nice natural brown that will fade really well with my natural skin tone, and it's just going to be a really nice transition color so that everything is really well blended. And I am going to start blending in my transition colors with one of the new NYX eyeshadow brushes. This is the Angle Shadow Brush from the NYX line that just came out not that long ago. I'm going to pick some of that up, tap off my excess, and start buffing this right into the crease. Nice thing about these angled brushes is that they do a lot of the work for you as far as blending goes, which is very nice. And I'm going to take this right around through the socket area. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush by Elle Cosmetics. It's called their Fluff Brush. Looks like that. I purchased this at Kohl's. Probably my most reached for brush for blending out my shadows at the moment. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to deepen up my crease a bit. I am going to take, I'm going to take the color Bitten, and looks like that. Also Makeup Geek eyeshadow. And I'm going to take that same angled brush. I'm going to try to get the product more on the very tip of the brush, which is right in here. And I'm going to start placing that right in the socket. And lightly doing very quick little windshield wiper motions. And a little bit of a dabbing motion as well. And start applying that. I go back in with my blending brush, kind of blend this in here in the corner. It's a little bit stronger in the corner than I wanted. And I'm just going to keep building this up until I get it at the intensity that I want it. It's better to take a little bit of product and continue to build on that than it is for you to just go ahead and just start with a lot of product and then you can't take it away. And once you feel more and more comfortable with the shadows that you're using, your brushes, you'll get a very good idea of how intense that particular shadow packs on, and what kind of color payoff you're getting from it. And then you'll be able to know how much of that product you want to pick up at a time. And you can kind of get a little more daring as far as how much product you want to pick up, and you can maybe pick up a little bit more product because you know how that product is going to react. But if you're unsure, you should pick up less product and start building upon that. Okay, got that nice warm color in there, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in a warm brown into the very, very, very inner crease of this, just to give myself a little bit more depth. Product I'm going to use for this, another Makeup Geek eyeshadow, and it is called Brown Sugar. And I am going to apply brown sugar with a Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 brush. I absolutely love this brush. This is by far my most favorite brush for applying any sort of really nice, deep, rich shade right into the very, very deepest part of your crease. It is so precise. So I'm just going to get this placed. And I'm almost going to do dabbing motions. This helps me really pack the product right in. So I get the majority of the product that's on my brush nicely packed in. And then I can go through and start doing these more of the windshield wiper motion. I'm a person that likes to get, I'm somebody I guess who, I like a more intense look. Some people like a little bit more of a natural look, and sometimes I go for the natural look, but I'm more of an intense eye makeup kind of person, I guess. What some people would probably wear as their evening look, you probably might see me wearing as my day look. And then my evening look, for some people, might be a bit on the extreme side. But sometimes I go with, I guess, the mainstream look per se. But not always. I'm not big of one to just follow what everybody else does. I'm kind of more of a create my own path and do my own thing kind of person. Alright, so now that we've gotten all of that down, what I'm going to do is I am going to pick up one of my favorite Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and that one there is called Glamorous. It is a, not sure if you can see that, yep. This is a really beautiful goldeny color. Really beautiful goldeny color. And I'm just going to put this across the lid. And you'll be able to see that I'm kind of dabbing this into place. I really want to get some really good color payoff with this, which Makeup Geek eyeshadows in general give some fantastic color payoff. But I'm just patting this into place so that I'm getting the maximum payoff that I can get. Of course, actually I could go a step further if I really wanted to get some serious color payoff. I could always spray my brush first with MAC Fix Plus. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that done on YouTube. Spray your brush first, dip your brush into your powder, and then you can get a really intense payoff from whatever you're using in comparison to what the payoff would be if you hadn't done that step. So that is an option. What I am going to go ahead and do is I want to add in a little bit more of that Bitten color, and I'm actually going to mix it a little bit with, what's the name of that one? Brown sugar. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of connect this outer corner just a slight. I'm not really satisfied with it having that kind of blank spot. There we go. That's better. Do the same thing on the other eye. Kind of dabbing into both of the shades and just going right in. And I'm kind of dabbing that into place again. You'll see me do that motion kind of a lot. I do that when I want to pack a color on. And I'm just going back in with a blending brush, trying to blend out any harsh lines as usual. Alright, so I feel pretty happy with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in for the fun part, in my opinion, and I am going to take an eyeliner that I've been using on and off for years. It is the NYX liquid liner in Extreme Blue, and this really is a very extreme blue. This is a very electric blue. It has just a very skinny little brush to apply. I know some people are a lot more comfortable with doing something like an angled brush to apply liner. For me, this is pretty comfortable for me. So if you're not real comfortable with this, I'd say either try and practice it a bit until you are, or maybe try to find an electric blue gel liner that you can use with an angled brush, because I know that's pretty popular among a lot of people. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with my wing. The contrast between the really warm and this very cool tone is going to be, I think, a really awesome contrast. You could, of course, go with just black if you wanted to, and you're not really looking to make this quite this extreme. It would still look really nice. As a matter of fact, if I were to use black, that would be very close to what I would wear as my normal kind of day-to-day look, is basically this, only using black. Makeup Geek actually makes a really nice electric blue eyeliner, gel liner. Well, at least I think they did. And then it looks like they took it off their website, which I've been anxiously awaiting for it to become available, and now it's not there anymore, and I'm a little depressed. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to go in with, let's see here, the Rimmel Exaggerate waterproof liner, and the color is Deep Ocean number 230. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this on the bottom waterline. Alright. I can smudge that a bit more. Alright, so now the bottom liner is on, and what I'm also going to do is I am going to take a small little pencil brush. This here, I think I may have found this at a drugstore like CVS or something along those lines. It's Posh is the name of this brush, and they say this is a crease brush, although I think the size of it, it's really a good pencil brush. And I'm going to go ahead in with a NYX eyeshadow, and the color of this eyeshadow is called, looks like Galactic, and it is a really nice navy blue. And I'm just going to use this to kind of further smoke out that bottom lash line just a tad. Brush by the exact same company. It's also marketed as a crease brush, and I am going to take this and I'm going to take the color Latte from Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to blend underneath that eye just a little bit, just to kind of soften it a slight. Okay, so with that done, all there is really left to do is to put on some mascara. I am going to use one of my favorite mascaras. I have two favorite mascaras, and one of them is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I will tell you, when I first tried this mascara for the first time, I thought this stuff was awful. Little tip to any of you who are wondering about this mascara. This mascara is, I think, at its best after you've used it probably 2 or 3 times. I think it's awesome. I go for very high impact lashes. I could add false lashes to this, but I'm not going to, for the simple fact that I am going to be wearing my glasses today, so the eyelashes would just be sweeping up against my glasses and driving me crazy. I will say that this is going on a little bit more clumpy right now than normally it would, and that is because of the eyeliner that I applied. I should have probably probably should have gotten a spoolie through it a bit sooner than I actually did. Normally it would go on a lot less clumpy than this. But I've got one lash in particular that wants to cling to a few of the other ones, and I think it's because of that stinking liner. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So I'm getting a nice healthy dose, as you can see, of this on my lashes. And I'm just going right from root to tip. I think this mascara does a really great job of thickening my lashes up quite a bit. My lashes are quite a bit more noticeable when I wear this mascara. It's just a world of difference. It's basically uncomparable, which I like. And some on the bottom lashes. Which is always interesting to try to do without dabbing my under eye area. Okay. Perfect. Alright, the last thing to do other than the eyes is just to put on a little bit of lipstick, a little bit of liner, a little bit of gloss. Honestly, I'm going to be really honest with you guys, a lot of times I do not put on anything more than simple, plain, non-tinted chapstick. My lips already have a decent amount of color to them right on their own. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and apply lipstick, liner, and gloss for those of you who do like to do that. So I've picked out some shades that I feel would complement this look really well. So first I'm going to start out for my lips with a NYX pencil in Nude Pink. And I'm just going to put that on first. You almost can't even see it. But it will match the lipstick and gloss that I use nearly perfectly. So now I'm going to go ahead in with Urban Decay lipstick in the color Naked. As you can see, this is a very neutral nude lip with a pink undertone. It's really nice and creamy. It wears nicely. And then just to give it a little more something, and like I said, you guys don't have to go through all these steps, but I'm doing this for the purpose of there's a lot of people out there that I think would really probably enjoy this part of it. I'm going in with a NYX Glam lip gloss, an Aqua Luxe gloss, and the color for this is called High Society. And it really is a very glittery pink. And and that certainly gives it a little bit more of a sparkle, more shine, a little more glam, that's for sure. Alright, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you have any comments or questions, please go ahead and leave those down below. Thank you so much for watching.